It was the hardest ticket to get in these parts in ages, and the folks that are packed into this place are making an World Series between the New York Mets and the Detroit Tigers. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And when you start the series on the road, obviously, you'd love to win 2 games. But coming out of there with no worse than a split is what you're really kind of hoping to accomplish. So now, they come home, they've taken back home field advantage, and they can feed on this crowd, hopefully, to give them a big leg up in this series.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on the show. And we'll have it for you next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Detroit Tigers.
Quickly now, we'll look at the 2 guys who'll get the ball here in Game 3. With that, here are Terry Collins' New York Mets. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, Matt, I really like the way Neil Walker is playing right now. He's a catalyst for this offense when his bat is hot. Just needs to keep having good at-bats.
Anibal Sanchez gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA under 4. For a starting pitcher, that is very dependable. They're just looking for a consistent start here in this one.
And with that, let's take a look at the defense for the Detroit Tigers. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old-school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Set to go now as Curtis Granderson is into the box to get this one underway.
Curtis Granderson.
Underway in Motown as the first pitch of the night misses for ball 1.
First pitch, 7:07.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. So the mercury has dipped under 50, 49 degrees here at first pitch. Sanchez gets his sign, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And the throw is there to record the first out.
In the second spot.
Boy, that's a really nice play there behind the plate. He doesn't panic. He takes his time and makes the good throw on to first. So score that a strikeout with a 2-3 putout for good measure.
Wilmer Flores will get his first opportunity here, and if you go by the numbers, it's been a disappointing start to this World Series for him so far.
Yeah, he really hasn't gotten on track, and I think you have to give some of that credit to good pitching, but he's really been a bit of a non-factor so far. Still time for him to turn it around, though.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, some call Simmons a pitcher's umpire because he's been known to have a wide zone at times, but I think he evens it out, to be honest with you. Pretty fair overall.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit hard back up the middle. On to first, and Sanchez has got it working now. There are 2 away.
Batting third, second baseman, Neil Walker.
Neil Walker gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Off the plate and low here, ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Here's a high pop-up. Castellanos is there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. It's the Mets nothing. Tigers coming up on Major League Baseball, the show. And now Tigers starting lineup in this one. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, guys, this offense is eager to see Miguel Cabrera return to form. Well, lately, it hasn't been going his way at all. Sometimes you just have to forget about everything and go back to the basics. We'll see if he can turn it around in this one.
Jacob deGrom will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, if you look at the box score, you see he gave him 8 innings in his last start. But you keep looking, he ended up getting the loss. Going to hope for a win in this one.
With a moment now, let's take a look at the defense for the New York Mets. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, Curtis Granderson, really known as an offensive outfielder, but he's very reliable defensively. Watched him run down a number of balls, still has a relatively decent arm, not your prototypical outfield arm, but good enough to play an all-star caliber outfield.
Ian Kinsler will dig in now, and he's picked the wrong time of year for his bat to go silent.
Yeah, just 1 hit in the series so far for him, and they're going to have to get more out of his bat. But he's got to make sure he doesn't press up there, or that average is going to continue to go south.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Lifted in the air out to right. Granderson is under it. He's got it 1 away.
Well, I think this is a slider down in the zone, running away. And that's a very difficult pitch to drive with any authority unless you're a guy like Matt Kemp. And this becomes a harmless fly out to right field.
Settling in now, Justin Upton. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First delivery to him on the way. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Boy, that's just one of those fluky plays right there. He gets a late break off the mound because he's concerned about the business end of that bat, and who wouldn't be? And they wind up not being able to get an out on that play.
The first baseman, Miguel Cabrera, stands in as he'll swing and send a line drive out to right field. The relay throw, and it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him.
On the money.
Yeah, taking an awful aggressive turn there around second base. The problem was that this ball was really hit way too hard for him to have much of a shot of making it. They'd get him out easily at third.
Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
The 0-1 pitch. And he falls behind 0-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Tigers leave 1. After 1, no score. David Wright makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Third baseman, number 5, David Wright.
Sanchez sets his sights. Here's the first pitch. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
2 times here they've gone away. Both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. High pop-up. Cabrera is there for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth.
Here's that swing again. This is in show motion. And you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. You'll be feeling that one all night long.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Oh, good spot. On the black for strike 2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
A swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. And with 2 away, let's give you one more look at the paths these two teams took to get to this Game 3 of the World Series. Lucas Duda into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, sometimes you give a power hitter like this a fastball at eye level, and he just can't help himself.
Curveball close, but it's 1-1.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
No score here as we play inning number 2. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
And this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Goes is under it. And the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. J.D. Martinez strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because he has big-time power.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Takes this the other way to right. And that'll get down in front of Granderson for a base hit.
Yeah, this fastball gets on him pretty quick at 96 miles an hour, and he does just about all you can do with it, and that's take it the other way for a base hit.
Into the box, Nick Castellanos, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. High strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Grounded back up the middle. Here's Walker for one. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Batting 7th, catcher, James McCann.
James McCann gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Darno gonna have to hurry. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Tigers are shut down there. We'll move to the third with no score. Jay Bruce will stand in now off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Into the seats, 0-1. Sanchez is ready. Here's the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. One and one. Here it comes. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. After it is goes. Around first, heading for second now. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double. Travis d'Arnaud will stand in now with a good chance to break the seal here following the leadoff double.
Well, it's a good RBI opportunity, but you've got to remember your first job, which is to at least get that guy over to third base.
First offering on its way. Runs up and gets this one down. Cabrera is up with it, and Cabrera throws across the diamond for out number 1.
Well, I think this is going to wind up working pretty much like a sacrifice, but I don't think that's what he had in mind. This wasn't a show early and make sure you get it down kind of a bunt. He was trying to beat that one out, but a good throw is going to take care of him.
Coming to the plate now, Juan Lagares. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Yeah, and that's a big second out right there, and that's going to keep that runner anchored over there at third base. So they may wind up not getting that first run across after all.
So a man at third here with 2 gone, and we'll go back to the top of the lineup now for Curtis Granderson. Here's the first pitch to him. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
Oof. I'll tell you, you do not want to buzz this guy's tower.
A 1-0 delivery. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Third inning, no score to this point. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Martinez has a read on it. And that ends the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more from Game 3 after this. Jose Iglesias digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
The shortstop, number 1, Jose Iglesias.
Hot shot to third. Wright has it. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
Pretty dangerous here for a first baseman. This throws high, and it's to the home plate side of the bag. So when he leaves his feet, he's really exposing himself to that runner coming down the line. The overthrow, that was bad enough, but a collision there would have really been bad news.
Standing in now, Anthony goes as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. No one out with a runner at second. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Well, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
1-1, here it is. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. And that's going to be high, 2-2 now. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. In the on-deck circle, Ian Kinsler. He'll hit next. A runner at second, nobody out. Hard hit ball to second. Walker has it. 1 away.
And you know what? It's never too early in a ball game to play smart, fundamental baseball. You've got the leadoff man at second, so he's just shooting for the right side of the infield. And he's able to move him up 90 feet to third with just 1 away.
And that'll be the 4th wide one, so put runners at the corners here with 1 man gone.
The left fielder, number 8, Justin Upton.
Justin Upton stands in. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over. And he's able to jump ahead.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. Underhanded flip. Throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score.
And with 1 away, they were hoping to get the double play up the middle to get him out of this. But they wind up only getting 1 on the play as that run comes home to score on the fielder's choice.
Miguel Cabrera is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. First pitch of the at-bat. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Runners off for second. Pitch is a called strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
And with 2 outs, this was an excellent spot to try to take second base. The worst case scenario is if you get thrown out, you allow a good hitter to come back and lead off the next inning. Now, you give that same good hitter an opportunity to drive you in with just a base hit.
Up and in on the hands. It's 2 balls and a strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
Hit to short. Flores is there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Tigers get just the 1. Game 3 moves forward to the 4th inning now. It's the Tigers 1 and the Mets nothing. Leading off the inning, Wilmer Flores, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Sanchez into his motion. 1-1 pitch on its way. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Comes back with a fastball low, and that moves it to 3-1 now.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Looking to avoid his first walk. No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone, and the count comes full at 3-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
First walk he's given up so far, and when you combine that with just one hit, it's not hard to see why these guys are having a lot of trouble scoring runs.
Neil Walker in now, hopped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
Too high, 1-0.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on, the heart of the order's coming up, and maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
Throw over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. The 1-0 delivery. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. No runs, just one hit. One error in the game for the Mets thus far. Now a throw over to first. A dive, but he's back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Pitch outside. The throw. Here's the tag by Iglesias, and they've got him at second base.
All right, let's check this one out again. This is just a fastball away, and it kind of acts like a pitch out. So this becomes a perfect pitch to throw, and they gun this guy down at second with ease.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are two gone now.
And I'll tell you what, he's throwing with a lot of confidence right now. And he's also taking some chances with location, but he's thinking he's bulletproof out there, and so far he has been.
David Wright in now, hopped out in his first trip. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And a good 0-2 pitch there, but Wright able to lay off to make it a ball and 2 strikes.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. That couldn't have been an easy take.
Ready on 1-2. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. High in the air out to center field. Goes, moves over, and that retires the side. Mets go down quickly. They still trail 1-0. Victor Martinez is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Designated hitter, Victor Martinez.
First pitch on its way. Hit hard to short. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
You talk about a guy who's really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. And he's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
J.D. Martinez will dig in. He singled his first time around. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Heading out towards shallow right. Granderson has it in his tracks. 1 away.
This is not normally the kind of swing you associate with a good hitter like this. I mean, he's caught reaching for a pitch that he really has no business swinging at, and that becomes a very easy out.
Nick Castellanos now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Runners on first with 1 down. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. The second for 1. The relay beats the throw by a step.
Oh, there is so much that can go wrong with this play right here. This will give us a great angle to look at it. Look where he fields this thing. Then as he goes to throw it, stop it right there. He's got no real direct lane to the bag. Now, we've seen guys screw this up all the time. They throw it off the runner's back. They hit someone's helmet. Anything can go wrong. But he's able to avoid that danger here as he gets that force at second base.
James McCann is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. 2 out with the man at first. And this one gets away. And that's going to move that runner into scoring position now.
Yeah, don't know quite what could have happened there. He just didn't look the ball into the glove, and now all of a sudden they've got to deal with a runner in scoring position now with 2 away.
3-0 now. There's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Still a base open here, so you don't have to come in with one if you don't want to.
Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. Hit hard up the middle. And that is through into center field. A base hit. Long throw to the plate. Throws there, and he is out on a beautiful throw as he just came up firing that time.
Oh, what a great throw.
Yoenis Cespedes will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront, and this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. The pitch count there. One pitch into his fifth inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Moving under it goes. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the fifth. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Lucas Duda is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Well, anytime you throw a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters you're facing, you're looking for trouble, but not so in this game. We're in the middle innings here, and he's still pitching well.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
No runs, just one hit. One error in the game for the Mets thus far. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
Boy, and this is just one of those spots where there's not a guy around that is going to do anything with this location. Here it is, knee high on the inside corner. There was no way for him to pull the trigger on that one.
Here's Jay Bruce now. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Ghost going back. Still going back. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. It remains 1-0. Jose Iglesias comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
Jose Iglesias.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball one. There's his total now, just into his fifth inning of work. Nothing too out of the ordinary there.
The pitch count's the least of his worries. If his guys don't get him any runs, I don't think it'll matter all that much.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. Walker over to his left.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
Anthony goes. Stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Here comes the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Here's a look over to first. And the runner back safely.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Nobody out, runner on first. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
All right, now that fastball's been so good, he really hasn't needed any of his secondary pitches. Another good heater there.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To Walker for 1. Back to Duda. A double play, and the inning is over. Tigers fail to make any noise, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Travis d'Arnaud will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
Well, it's just game 1 of this series, but you almost have to wonder if they forgot to pack their offense when they got on the plane. It's been nowhere to be found so far.
And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
Seems like it's been a fairly consistent pattern. Hard stuff early, soft stuff late. But these guys don't seem to have caught on yet.
It's a pretty standard operating procedure, too. They just look lost up there.
Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Juan Lagares is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
And Kinsler will settle under this one for out number 2.
Boy, that's just another off-balance swing right there. Not only are these guys light on hits, they're not even making solid contact right now.
Curtis Granderson will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. hammers it to deep right field. Back goes Martinez, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, neither offense has really made a huge impact so far, but finally maybe a little sign of life. He drives this ball for 2 bases, and even though they've had trouble scoring runs, they're not out of this thing by a long shot. A couple more of these could get him right back into it.
Stepping in now, Wilmer Flores, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Two out here and a runner at second. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We'll have more of Game 3 after this message. Justin Upton will start things off in the inning for Detroit. He'll be followed by Miguel Cabrera waiting on deck.
Justin Upton.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
Here it comes on 1-1. Up high, 2-1 now. Sent on the ground out to second. Walker's got it, throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The first baseman, number 24.
That slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Miguel Cabrera will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Here it comes. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Hot shot on the ground is short. Taken in by Flores. Throw on to first will take care of Cabrera for the 2nd out.
The designated hitter, number 41, Victor Martinez.
Victor Martinez will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. Now here's the pitch. In there at the knees, strike 1. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. And Victor able to lay off that one, and the count moves to 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Martinez will round first and head for second now. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double.
And the way their starter's throwing, another run here, that might be all they need. He's into scoring position now with a double.
And now he'll bluff a move back to second base just to make sure the runner wasn't getting any ideas out there. And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
Yeah, they decide they don't even want to mess around with this guy. With his track record, it's hard to say you blame him. Let somebody else beat you.
Nick Castellanos strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Hit on the ground to short. And a gorgeous flip to second, and with that, the side is retired. Tigers strand a pair, but they're on top 1-0. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. On to the 7th now in Game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Neil Walker will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
That's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
First pitch coming now from Sanchez. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Oh, tough to catch up when it's moving like that.
I think that's been his best pitch so far in this game. Guys just haven't been all that close to it.
On his way to pitch number 75. Walker lays off there. It's 2 balls and a strike. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
Down by a run, your guys need you on base any way you can get there. Now you got to shrink that strike zone down and not go after anything that's not right there for you.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2. Drilled to the right side. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
And they finally break through for hit number 3 of this ball game, though. It took them 7 innings to do it. That is not the kind of offensive performance that's going to win you too many ball games.
Now the Tigers skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and it appears that'll be all for Anibal Sanchez. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Francisco Rodriguez will get the assignment on the mound here as he'll enter with the runner at first and nobody out.
Francisco Rodriguez.
David Wright will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with the runner at first and nobody out. He's ready now. The pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Here it comes, 1-0. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up that inside corner, or this guy will eat you alive.
And they'll play for the tie here as he puts this one down. Throw is too late, so the sacrifice attempt turns into a base hit.
Boy, and is the tide turning here? I think that's the real question at this point. It's a perfect start to the inning. You get the tying run up to second base. The go-ahead run is on first base as well. Still nobody out. And a decision looming here whether to bunt these guys up or try and roll the dice a little bit on this next guy and see if he can keep the rally going.
Yoenis Cespedes will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Now with 2 on and nobody out, it's looking like this scoreless string could be in some jeopardy.
Trying to hold the lead. Fastball just a bit low here. He's behind 2-0 now.
And now at the plate with a 2-0 count, it's not just, hey, this has to be a strike. You've got to look for one pitch in one location and then let it rip.
Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Now a pickoff play at second, and the runner will get back standing. Three and 0 now. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
He's set and a 3-0 offering. And no doubt about this one, it's in there, 3-1.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. And here's a ball hit in the air. Cabrera in foul ground and taken in out there for the first out.
And now that would have fallen under the infield fly rule if it was a fair ball. But no matter, he goes over to make the catch here in foul territory.
So striding in, Lucas Duda, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike one. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Now the double steal is on here. Pitch inside the throw. It's there in plenty of time. He's out trying to steal third as they get the lead runner here.
And I understand that being aggressive on the bases can be a good thing. I get it. But when you're the tying run on second base, your run is so important to a ball club. I mean, you just can't afford to give it away so easily.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So no runs here on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. It's stretch time in Motown. Detroit is out in front, 1-0. James McCann will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Now the pitch. Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Grounded down the third baseline. Throw by right is in time for out number 1.
Boy, and on 2-0, if that pitch isn't right where you want it, you got to let it go. You still have the count in your favor at 2-1. Here he goes after a pitch that, although it was a strike, that's a pitcher's strike. That's not the pitch you want to hit, and all he can do is hit an easy grounder.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Oh, and he misses it. So some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up in E7. Anthony Gose takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, a base hit right through the infield would probably do it, but you can bet those guys in the outfield are going to be coming up gunning if they get any chance at all.
1 out and a runner on second base. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. And if you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of it.
Late swing and a ball line foul into the seats past the third base dugout. To the right side, and that's going to get through. It's a base hit. Granderson will get it in quickly, and that'll hold the runner at third base. Ian Kinsler comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around.
Yeah, and it's always kind of tough returning to the dugout after rolling into a double play. So you know he wants to make up for that one right here.
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
And this could really be trouble now, because with runners on every base, they've got a chance to really break this thing wide open.
Justin Upton stands in, looking to turn this narrow lead into a wide one if he can come through with a big base hit here.
Yeah, Matt, but conversely, if the man on the mound can get out of this jam, he'll keep this a very tight game. Big moment right here.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. And the first pitch misses high here, perhaps trying to get him to pop something up. It's 1-0.
Kind of interesting to see how he's going to respond to this situation that he's worked himself into.
Yeah, he hasn't found himself in too many tough spots, but he's got one now.
Might be a little worried about a squeeze play. Corner infield signal here to move in with less than 2 out. And a bouncing ball, foul. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Dribbled up the line. Right. Oh, my. Bare hands it. They get the force at the plate.
Well, that's pretty smart, I think, right there. This ball's not hit all that sharply, so I just don't think there's time to go second to first and get the double play that way. So if you can only get 1 out, you've got to come home and get the force out at the plate. So that's a pretty heads-up play.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. High and wide. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with 1 swing.
This one's flared toward left center. Coming in is Lagares. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So the Tigers leave them loaded, but they're up 1-0. Jay Bruce comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
He's set. Here it comes. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. Boy, never a dull moment with this guy on the mound.
Oh, he can sure drive you crazy at times, can't he?
Some action now in the Tigers' bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Tap foul at home plate. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. The 1-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Sent out to straightaway center field. Goes is after it. 1 out.
Now batting.
Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Travis d'Arnaud. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Pitch on the way. And they'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 1 out, nobody on. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. Here comes the payoff pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
A good job to get on base there as the tying run. Well, now, it wouldn't surprise me to see a pinch runner here so they can get a little speed out there at first.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Juan Lagares. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Michael Conforto will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Conforto.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. A pitch out, the throw, and just great defensive baseball there as they will nail him at second on the pitch out.
And it looks like this base stealing thing is not working out. They're 0 for 3 now in the ball game. Time to try something new.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. to 2-2 now. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, he watched that one all the way in, and it looked like he almost gave up on it. He's pretty lucky that wasn't called strike 3.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
The right fielder, number 3, Curtis Granderson.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And we'll go back to the top of the lineup now for Curtis Granderson. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
A runner on first with 2 away. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Quick check on that tying run at first. And a dive, but he's back in. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Throw over to the bag, and a dive, but he's back. And again a throw, and a dive, but he's back in there. Two balls and a strike, here it is. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. Two out with the man at first. Fastball is outside. It's full now. 3-2. And now the runners will get a head start here with 2 away.
And that's an important factor, too, because that's the tying run over there at first base. So he's likely scoring on an extra base hit.
Payoff pitch on its way. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Now a throw over. Runner back safely. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Grounded to short. Iglesias is up with it. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Mets strand 1. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Alejandro De Aza will still likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 16, Alejandro De Aza.
Michael Conforto will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center. Victor Martinez will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
This whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the one run. That's it.
Kevin Plawecki is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Now catching, number 26, Kevin Plawecki.
Fernando Salas is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the eighth.
Fernando Salas.
Victor Martinez ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. Up top, it's 2-0.
He's looking like he's a little too amped up out there. He's got to channel that a little more because that pitch wasn't that close.
To short, hit hard. Throw on to first, in time, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 28, J.D. Martinez.
J.D. Martinez steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's the put away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
It just overmatched him there. It's a 1-2 fastball, and this is right by him. Absolutely no contest.
Nick Castellanos now as he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. All away here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy. Get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
Now at the plate, here's where you got to put yourself in the pitcher's head and figure out, what would I throw on a 2-2 pitch?
2 out, nobody on. Lined back over second, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Well, that's what you call chuck and duck right there. This ball's going to come screaming right back at him. He doesn't have any time to get the glove up, and it gets safely on into center field.
Into the box now, James McCann. As he'll take a look at ball one. One-0 count. Here it is. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball two.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. The figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count.
Maybe even taken 2.
A runner on first with 2 away. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and a guy moves up into scoring position here.
Jose Iglesias steps in for a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th.
Yeah, this is a huge moment in this ballgame, Matt. I mean, you might be looking at this at-bat when it's all over as one of the turning points in this game.
Down the third baseline. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Tigers strand a pair. They lead it 1-0. We're set for what's left of this one from Detroit as we welcome you back to Major League Baseball on the show. Justin Wilson is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
38, Justin Wilson.
Wilmer Flores will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the 9th as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
Yeah, whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Foul back. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Boy, no messing around here in this 9th inning.
And that's a closer's mentality. They're not usually the best at setting guys up. They're going to come right at you with their best pitch, and that's usually a fastball.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
That's a good location for that cutter with 2 strikes. He's either got to take that and hope it's a ball, or he's got to foul that thing off.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out number one.
Neil Walker gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Belted high in the air out to left. Upton going back. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Well, if this is a day game, this is a home run. A night game, much different story here. This place just doesn't have the same kind of carry to it under the lights, and this winds up being a long out to the warning track.
David Wright steps into the box. Now here's the pitch. That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
A full house of 41,782 fans rise as one here in Detroit. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch. 1 strike from the shutout. Here it comes. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
And obviously a walk here would be a big no-no with 2 outs in the ninth. You cannot put that tying run on base.
Hit high and deep out to left. Looking up is Upton. And as Mets fans have heard before, that ball's out of here. So a solo shot here for David Wright. His first homer here in the series as the Mets have come back to tie things at 1.
This is a classic example of losing your composure after a bad call. Now, he's still teed off about that last pitch, so he doesn't concentrate on his location, and this is going to make him even madder now.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Very difficult to get on top of the pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
2 out, nobody on. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 home. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Mets get 1 on the David Wright home run. Home half of the ninth coming up, all even at 1 apiece. Jeurys Familia comes on now, trying to keep this ball game tied.
Jeurys Familia.
Anthony goes. We'll dig in to lead things off here in what's been a very evenly played game so far.
I'll say tie game, tie series. Hard to get much more evenly matched than what we've seen so far.
Shot fouled over towards the coaching box. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
You don't think there's a little adrenaline flowing out there right now?
Just a touch outside. 1-2.
Yeah, going right back to the sinker right there. Why not? See if he's going to chase it again.
Shot toward right center, and it's a base hit. So there you go. The potential winning run aboard to start off the home half of the ninth.
Now the question becomes, with the winning run on first, will they decide to play a little National League style ball and bunt him up to second? At this point in the ball game, I think it's a definite possibility.
Ian Kinsler comes forward to hit with the winning run at first.
Well, this is all about execution here, Matty. At the very least, he's got to find a way to move him into scoring position.
Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both the lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first. And the runner back.
Keeping an eye on him.
And now he'll step off quickly and look the runner back. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Lined hard toward right center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. And a reaching effort, but this ball gets by him as he does a half gainer to try to flag it down. And they will lead the series 2-1 as they walk off winners.
Really one of the most entertaining World Series games we've seen in a long time. What a finish here as they come through to win this in their final at-bat.
And, guys, the Tigers got a great start in this one out of the gentleman you see there, Anibal Sanchez. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Tigers win it 2-1. Good night from Detroit.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Tigers, 2 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 11 men on base. For the Mets, 1 run on 6 hits. 2 errors. They left 4 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 39 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Comerica Park, a sellout of 40,000. The Tigers thank you for attending tonight's game and remind you to buckle up and drive home safely.